Hello there, good evening. I am Baba Tando and I have the latest in the world of sports. Let's get talking right here, right now. And we begin on a domestic note. The Normalization Committee of the Ghana Football Association has inaugurated 6 ad hoc committees to aid its execution of its mandate. The committees are the Domestic Leagues, Communications, National Teams, Technical and Development, Referees Committee, and the Sponsorship and Marketing Committees. President of, or the Chairman of the Ghana Football Association Normalization Committee, Dr. Kofi Amwa, described members of the ad hoc committees as experienced people with a wide range of experience. And he is confident that the members of these committees will bring their rich experiences to bear by making incisive inputs which would help reform Ghana football.
Well, as you know, this is for 3 to 4 weeks. It is not a standing committee, it's an ad hoc committee. And after they present their report, their job will have been done. So we have been very careful in selecting each one of them. So I don't expect any of them not to perform for them to be removed. We have confidence that they will do a good job. Fantastic. These are people who already have the expertise. As you know, we have tried to share with them the problems we see in Ghana football, and taking from there shouldn't take too long. I think they can perform within 3 to 4 weeks. Their expertise, their personality, their demonstration of patriotism, the different things they have done in their field. If you look at the marketing and sponsorship, Mr. Gedilaye used to be the president of the Ghana Advertisers Association. So all these people, if you know them, you see that we selected the right people for the right committees. Ghana is blessed with a lot of intelligent people. What is missing is for us to decide to have confidence in ourselves and trust each other and get the job done. And I think this is going to demonstrate that reforming Ghana football is doable. It will bring strength into it. It will bring sponsorship. And then our young people who want to play the game will be inspired that this is a good profession for me to be in, instead of always dreaming to leave the shores of Ghana. So for me, this is a very important assignment, national assignment, and in the end, we hope that it will be positive.
Right, so let me take you through the membership, or who make up the various ad hoc committees of the Normalization Committee. And we start first with the Referees Committee, and it has Kujo Fianu, the former Ash Gold's Chief Executive Officer, as its chairman, Alex Kote, Vivian Agor, Carl Ashi, Adam Munkaila, and Emmanuel Dasuberi. Okay, so Alex Kote, Vivian Agor, Carl Ashi, and Adam Munkaila are members, and the Referees Committee has Emmanuel Dasuberi as its secretary. And then we have the Technical Committee led by Dr. Owusu Ansah. He will be assisted by Professor Joseph Minta, Francis Otiakenteng, Mark Noonan, the Chief Executive of Accra Hatufuk, Frederick Papo, that's Mr. Fred Papo, Stephen Appiah, former Black Stars captain, and Chairman of the Referees Association of Ghana, Joe Debra. They are members, and the Technical Committee will have Mark Addo as its secretary. Then the Domestic Leagues Committee will be chaired by Mr. Kwame Baniako, or Dr. Kwame Baniako. He will be assisted by Jones Abu Al-Hassan, Kwame Tumfiako, the former Division 1 League boss, Frank Todd, Mike Bonsu, Dr. Kwekofo Swasare, and Messi Tego are members of this Domestic League Committee. And then they will have Sena Akoto Ampao as their secretary. And then we go on to have the Marketing and Sponsorship Committee, chaired by Gadi Laye. Yambo for Ankara, a sports journalist or veteran sports journalist, will be assisting Gadi Laye. Liao Adolabi is a member, so is Nana Ampene Boateng Chum. Mr. Frederick Frimpon and Richard Anyagle, as well as Titi Owusunote and Efia Koranchiwa in team are members. William Bossman will be the secretary of the Marketing and Sponsorship Committee. The National Teams Committee will be chaired by Dr. Patrick Ofori. Sami Osekufo will be the vice chairman. Mrs. Sophia Koko, Frank Edu Jr., Ebo Kwetu, Gifty Appiah, and Charles Kojo in team. Mickey Charles, they form the other members. They will have Francis Esa Edu as the secretary of the National Teams Committee. And the Communications and Promotions Committee will be chaired by Paul Adom Otre. That's the host of Good Evening Ghana. Eko Asma will be the vice chairman of the Communication and Promotions Committee. Albert Sam, Kwame Sefakai, that's Kokroko host. Ohini Brenya and Ebo Kwansa, they will be members of this team, and Tamimu Issa will be secretary of the Communications and Promotions Committee. Right, so we still are on the domestic scene, and Ghana Premier League clubs have reached an agreement with a normalization committee to play in the special competition that has been scheduled for them. The decision was arrived at in a meeting today at the GFA Secretariat. A meeting between the normalization committee and the aggrieved clubs on Tuesday morning achieved its aim of getting that competition underway with the involvement of clubs in the top flight. Here is a report by Moses Yeboah.
Ghana Premier League clubs have made a U-turn and will play in the special competition after a meeting with the normalization committee on Tuesday. The existing clubs last week announced their decision to boycott the competition proposed by the normalization committee. The clubs kicked against the decision by the interim football governing body to directly pay match bonuses to players. They also rejected the format of the competition. The format was to have 48 Division 1 League clubs and 16 Premier League clubs play together in a group knockout competition. But the Premier League clubs wanted a competition of their own and decided to opt out of the plans of the normalization committee. However, following the meeting, the committee have backed down on their format and will not pay players directly. A new format will be revealed soon, with the competition expected to start in February.
And away from that, a handful of fans dominated by Die-Hard Supporters Union welcomed the proud players who expected a massive crowd at the Kotoko International Airport. Now, the Porcupine Warriors, that's Kumasi Asante Kotoko, relentlessly whipped the Cameroonian champions, that's Cotton Sport, at the military stadium in Yaoundé to stage a doubtless claim of securing a ticket to the group stage of the CAF Confederation Cup. Kotoko will host Cotton Sport in Kumasi on Sunday. And ahead of the game, Coach Siki Akono has tasked his players to complete the double in the second leg.
I think so far the boys have done very well in that sense, and I must be honest, I have to praise them. They've done a good job, because when we played the Ash Gold, it wasn't so exciting, and I think the performance in Cameroon was good, and this is another positive sign, and that we need to take it. What it is I don't know what tomorrow holds for me. I don't know what the future holds for me. It's all in the hands of God, the creator of this universe, and we will pray, but we'll do our best. And once we do our best, it will be enough for the day. They're already motivated, you know. Look, we got to stadium. We got to the airport. There were numbers to cheer us up. There's bonus, and they want to get to the money zone, and that is it.
Right, still on that second leg happening in Kumasi on Sunday, Asante Kotoko goalie Felix Annan is optimistic that his side will go all out on Sunday to beat the Cameroonians despite their first leg 3-2 advantage.
Actually, it wasn't an easy game, but we were really determined, and then we going into the game, we made ourselves that we have to go there and win the game, because we wanted to win the game so that the second leg is going to be a mere formality, you know. So we were really determined, and then we thank God we got the necessary victory. And if you talk about done deal, I think if it's a done deal officially, they should be declaring us, you know, into the group stage, but it's not over yet. You know, we went there to upset them, and then they can still do that here. So we are really focused. We know we are not there yet, you know, even though we have one leg there. We are going to work really hard throughout the week, and then hopefully on Sunday we will qualify to the group stage. We have a target, you know, ourselves. We take it game by game. We have gone there, you know, to play a good game. On Sunday we'll try and play our game and enjoy our football, and then the necessary one to qualify to the money zone shall be completed on Sunday.
Right, so away from that, the Australian Open continues, and there are some very exciting fixtures to look ahead to. Those matches will be played at 3 a.m. GMT, and it will see some matches. We'll see Gael Monfils take on Taylor Fritz. Grigor Dimitrov will play against Pablo Cuevas. Alexander Zverev takes on Jeremy Chardy, and then we have Roger Federer actually in action against Danny Evans, and then Novak Djokovic takes on Joe Wilfried Tsonga. Those are the matches, some of the matches coming up. And then in the ladies version, of course, we see Caroline Wozniacki taking on Johanna Larsson, Angelique Kerber up against Beatrice Haddad-Maia. Log on to myjoyonline.com/sports for more of the fixtures coming up in the 2019 Australian Open. My name is Baba. Sports is done. Good evening.